Hey, welcome to another episode of New Gameplay Today. I'm your host, Jeff Cork, joined today by Kyle Hilliard.
Scoot!
And Leo Vader.
Scoot fans in the building, put your damn hands up.
That's
Baby
right.
Scoot!
Kyle, you've already said it several times, but what are we looking at here?
This is Crayola Scoot. I don't know if Crayola is an official part of the title, actually, but they're funding it, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of fun, what is this game?
Okay, so this is Scoot. You are a scoot boarder. Is that a scooter, right?
It's a scooter.
Yeah, it's a scooter. So it's kind of like, Tony Hawk inspired, tricks in a park kind of situation. But as you scoot around, or ride around, I guess you could say, you like splash paint behind you based on a little meter. Like when you boost, you splash paint on the ground. That's the little meter in the right corner.
Okay.
And then the idea is like when you're playing with other people, if you can go faster when you're traveling in your color, and you go slower in other people's color. And then they also have a mode, which I think we'll see a little bit later, where what was it in Tony Hawk, Leo? It was like where you would paint the ramps and stuff like that.
Was it just called Tag?
I think it might have been just called Tag, and it's kind of like it's a little bit of that, but it takes it to the next level. Like you win the match by getting the most of your paint across the match. So there's like a little bit of a Splatoon element in there.
So now Crayola makes paint. Is that correct?
I think that if it's colorful, Crayola's got their fingers in it. I
never really thought about it until I watched this footage.
That they would make paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When you go buy school supplies for your children, you'll learn that Crayola, if it's colorful, they're making money off of it.
And that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah. They just have a monopoly on blue somehow.
So does it play like Tony Hawk?
So this is a hands-off demo that we're watching. So this isn't actually me pulling off these amazing tricks. These are members of the dev staff from Outright Games. But it does look like it plays a little like Tony Hawk.
It does look like that.
Yeah, I guess but that's kind of how they described it to me. Like you can grind. I don't think you're balancing. When you're grinding and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Because it's for a younger player, a child, if you will.
Child.
That's their demographic is child. Or all ages, I guess is the better way to say it, right?
And what platforms will this game be available?
Switch, for
Nintendo
sure.
Switch.
Yeah, and I think PC and Xbox One, PS4, I think it's coming to everything. But Switch is kind of like their lead, that's the one that they're most excited about.
Yeah, because you can play on the go, Kyle.
Yeah. And it's going to have 4-player split screen options.
Really?
Which I think is very smart, because I don't think there's a lot of games that kids can play together with 4-player split screen on the Switch outside of like Mario Kart. So I think that's a smart move for this game. I think that kids are going to get together and they're going to bring their Joy-Cons over to their friend's house and they're going to go scooting.
But the important question is, do you think they're going to have a good time? Based on what you saw, Kyle, which, things could change.
Things could change. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
It's definitely like a simplified, stunt sports game. What is that? I mean, we just call it like Tony Hawk, but I'm sure there's a genre name, isn't there?
Action sports?
Action sports. There we go. And there's a bunch of different lands you can go to. See, here they are. There's like an enchanted forest and an alien theme park. And I believe there's like multiple levels
Crayola
within
Color City.
Yes, that's right.
I can read too.
Oh, good job on that.
you.
And there's
Crazy
different
crayons.
There's different. So each of these are a level within that world.
Okay.
So you got quite a few levels, and there's difficulties that you can do to get as many points as you can in a certain amount of time and stuff like that.
Now, to your knowledge, can you customize your scooter?
Ooh, I don't think you can. At least they didn't show me any kind of scooter customization.
Can you choose the color of your scooter?
Presumably.
Do you think there will be 64 colors to choose from, Kyle?
Oh, good question.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Wow. There's his face.
That's one guy.
What is a Bri flip, Kyle?
That's when you push the right control stick to the right and then up.
Oh,
that's a classic.
Scooter fans will know that one.
Scooter fans will get it. There was a scooter game at the height of scooter popularity.
Scooter
on,
Mania.
PS2.
What was it?
It was, I don't know, it was like I remember there being like in that Tony Hawk era, there was a scooter action sports game.
So do you think that when this game was first conceived, they thought, all right, we got to get in touch with the Razor people. Plan B, Crayola.
Yeah, I think Razor backed out. They didn't want to be associated with children flinging paint all over public parks.
Yeah.
Razor is the gentleman's scooter.
There we go.
It is indeed my father's scooter.
Discerning brand.
My father's name is Razor. Mr. Razor. It looks like it's very friendly in terms
Oh,
of.
right there, she just totally eats.
It's very friendly,
yeah.
in terms of like landing. I know it looks like that's. She just totally died, but like they like if you watch like they're landing like kind of sideways and backwards. Like it's pretty generous in terms of like, you know, whether you wipe out or recover.
Sketchy
or
landings.
Yeah.
Do you know if that factors in with the difficulty selection at all?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think because the difficulty I think just amounts to like how many points you need.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna see a lot of like super intricate like physics or like you got to hit those landings perfectly to make sure you get the right points. I think you're just trying to spread as much paint as you can.
But Kyle, they should make this kids game for me.
I'm sorry. I asked them to.
Yeah.
I said, "Have you met Leo?" And they said, "No, we don't know a Leo."
You should put grind balancing in it.
Yes, he wants it.
You got a manual for this thing? Also, what's that color wheel underneath your position? Do you have an idea?
I don't. They didn't tell me about that. Those
Really?
jerks. I don't know what that is.
You know, now that I think about it, I played Tony Hawk at Crayola age.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to pick up.
Yeah. You were playing on a Mac computer for some stupid reason.
Hey, you promise not to get into that.
I had some pretty edgy music, which maybe your parents, as a parent, you don't want them to listen to.
Yeah, like
Primus
Superman.
or Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's so look at that. Kind of doesn't it look like a Splatoon match?
It looks
after
like
you're
a
done?
disaster.
And look, even though he was one of the developers, fifth place.
Fifth
What
place.
the heck? Come on, guy. Come on, Reese.
This is an aspirational demo they wanted you to see. Maybe you can get first place someday.
It drives me to compete.
Yeah.
That's right. So that's Scoot. It's going to be a fun action sports game for kids based on their favorite crayons.
All your crayons are back.
That's right. I think it's smart. I think it looks like I like that it has 4-player split screen because there's not enough of those on Switch, and I think it'll be fun.
Well, Kyle, thanks for showing this to us. Leo, thanks for putting this together.
My pleasure.
And thanks for watching it and only saying the nice things in the comments. We really do appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.